I'm reading an immense fusion burst from the sun.
Robin, can we warp?
Captain, I think we can get the warp engines back online, but if we warp, we might burn out the dilithium crystals.
It'll have to be enough. Corrin, get us out of here! Captain's log supplemental. The Klingons tracked down the Meclanti ship and destroyed it. We'll never know if we could have communicated with the Meclanti. We've caused grave diplomatic problems for the Federation. Worst of all, I let down Captain Kirk. Well, time to head home and face the music. Captain's log supplemental. Klingon ships reached Karat 1 and used a powerful weapon to destroy the entire solar system, including Commander Vor's hospital and the Meclanti. Now we'll never know if we could have communicated with them. Well, we have to head home now for reassignment. Captain's log, mission summary. We succeeded in destroying the Klingon ships without involving the Meclanti. We deepened the hostilities between the Federation and the Empire, but we saved the Meclanti and kept them out of the Cold War between the Klingons and the Federation. Not bad for a day's work. Captain's log, mission summary. By using the Meclanti against the Klingons, we have touched off a diplomatic firestorm. The Klingons accuse us of using the Meclanti as a superweapon. We saved the Meclanti, but at a price of deepening the conflicts between the Federation and Empire. It would take nothing short of a massive world-threatening disaster to convince the Klingons to cooperate with the Federation again. Captain's log, mission summary. We succeeded in destroying the D7 without involving the Meclanti. We saved the Meclanti and kept them out of the tensions between the Klingons and the Federation. We also saved Commander Vor's hospital. Not bad for a day's work. Captain's log, mission summary. We succeeded in destroying the D7, but by using the Meclanti against the Klingon ships, we increased tensions with the Klingon Empire. They're accusing us of using the Meclanti as a Federation superweapon. But at least the Meclanti and the Klingon colony are alive.
No. No, I think Commander Vor sounds genuinely desperate. No answer. The Meclanti ship is continuously broadcasting signals, but the Universal Translator can't decipher a word of it. The Meclanti broadcast has changed again.
I hypothesize that the Meclanti are talking to themselves about our behavior. McGee and I will now attempt to fit the new message to our actions.
The more our ship mimics the Meclanti's actions, the more we reach into their semantic world. The deeper we enter their world, the better our chance of actually communicating. Captain, this is helping. The more we communicate, the easier it gets to decipher their transmissions. We're missing some important words here.
The transmission streams show that the Meclanti are comparing themselves to us. We are attempting to isolate the phrases.
Got it. We've got their logical operators.
We have interpreted the elegant logical structure that informs the Meclanti's cybernetic intelligence.
He means that we can now understand words like and, or, and not.
The Meclanti think that everything else in the universe is random, because nothing else behaves according to their precise understanding of logic. And they have no compunction about destroying anything they deem random.
I've interpreted the Meclanti message, Captain. I'm putting it on screen.
This is Klingon Research Station, board Chart 7, on Kurat 1. We are under attack by an alien vessel. This is Commander Vor, calling any ship. We are a medical facility, researching pediatric wasting disease and Chorkot. We're isolated from all Klingon planets and have 10,000 innocent young here.
McGee, contact that station. We hear you, Commander Vor.
Federation?
I'm Captain Forrester of the USS Enterprise.
You must assist us. Our planetary defenses were not made to fight this beast. I beg you, enter our space and aid us. Others will call me a coward. Perhaps I am. But I will not allow 10,000 Klingon children and honorable elders to die needlessly. As a commander in the Klingon Defense Force, I authorize the Enterprise to cross the neutral zone. I will bear full responsibility for your rescue mission. Board out! Then you have condemned us to death! You treacherous Denebian slime devils! You have fired on innocent children! I revoke your permission to be in Klingon space! Get out! Those vermin, those honorless cowards, they would slaughter my innocent children to satisfy their lust for vengeance. The D7's left warp wing is outfitted with a fusion disruptor, a device that creates solar flares. If the D7 flies into the sun, it will incinerate all life in the solar system. You have little chance of outrunning it. Thank you, Captain. You have proven your honor by crossing that damnable zone. On my honor, there will be no reprisals against you or the Federation.
The Meclanti ship has energy conduits all over its exterior and energy processing units inside it. I can send a controlled energy burst into one and see if they can process it.
Energy. Enterprise energy is Meclanti energy.
The Meclanti ship has accepted the energy transfer. The Meclanti ship is successfully processing the energy burst.
Space. The final frontier. These are the continuing voyages to seek out new life and new civilizations, and to boldly go where no one has gone before.
It is difficult to make sense of these readings. The Meclanti's energy composition is utterly alien to our instruments.
There is clearly a new pattern in the Meclanti's broadcasts.
I suspect that the message concerns us and our actions. Magia and I will attempt to connect their words to our actions. Captain, Magia and I have made several connections between the Meclanti actions and the Meclanti words.
We know the basic Meclanti terms for stop, start, fly, ship, shields, energy, planet, star, shoot, damage, wound, and debris. We can also communicate numbers and relative distance.
Now that we have entered their semantic world, we should be able to engage in rudimentary communication. That does not appear to be an altogether favorable reaction. Perhaps they think we are competing with them for the planet. I suspect they have differentiated us from themselves and from inanimate objects like the planet. The Meclanti see everything outside of themselves as part of a random, unintelligent environment. The Meclanti are currently processing the idea that there are other living, thinking beings in the universe, in addition to themselves. I suspect it means that they can understand how we relate to them, but not how they can relate to us. Fascinating. The Meclanti learned to express the concept of want after you use the word. Now that we have entered their semantic world, they have gained the ability to enter ours.